I guess I better go ahead and talk about this show, but I'm only going to do a short show. So, anyways, how's it going, guys? Might as well do this show. Let me see if I can get the message out right now. Because I know that this live stream isn't going to be a really good one, but I might as well share it out there and see if anybody's interested. Because this is kind of corny. Oh, great. It keeps doing that every time. It's like I can never get anything done with Discord server. Okay, the next week, analytics to the new YouTube studio will be on default experience. Check out our access fastest yet data. Wow, not really interested. Right now, a lot of people are talking about E3 right now, and considering what's going on at E3, I don't even think anybody's interested in coming on to this live stream. So, anyways, I decided to discuss the stuff that's going on in E3 that happened, considering I did go to some links to watch some of the stuff that was going on live stream wise. Considering I wasn't able to talk about a lot of the stuff, it seems like there's been a lot of drama that's been happening, and especially in the gaming community, a lot of people are talking about this and discussing some stuff about what's going on in E3. A lot of people are talking about the E3 situation, especially there was some good things and there was some bad things. A lot of it was mostly the good things, and a lot of people are talking about this, and it's kind of funny. So I'm having fun right now trying to figure out if anybody wants to come in. So I might just do a live stream discussion about E3 and everything, because a lot of people are talking about what they're planning to do. Considering that a lot of people are talking about Astro Chain, a lot of people are talking about Strange Things, the video game at E3. Yeah, they actually premiered it, and I actually watched it. There was a lot of things going on, especially in the community, and a lot of people are excited about. There's a lot of indie games coming out, and especially Cyberpunk, because a lot of people are excited about Cyberpunk because Keanu Reeves will be appearing in the game, and it's kind of funny when we all laughed at that. We're like, oh shit, Johnny Mnemonic is coming in, confirmed, or AKA. Like a lot of people are kind of, even the Matrix star was kind of like, that was the other thing that he did was Cyberpunk. A lot of people are talking about it, and it's kind of funny too. And it is kind of interesting to hear about this. I'm sorry if my microphone is kind of bad right now. It's just, I gotta see if it's working. There we go. I'm sorry if I can't get this thing to work, because it's been having issues, and it's been doing that a lot. And it's been muffled, considering that I have dropped it and broke it several times. I might get a replacement if I can find something that can make it work, considering that this thing has been broken several times. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, I don't know. Let's see what I can announce right now, because I gotta figure out what would be a good thing. Let me see what's on the chat logs right now. I haven't really checked on it. Live stream now. Let's see. I am going to try to do something here. I don't know what to tell you guys, but I am thinking about it. I haven't really decided on what to do. Let's see here. Considering a lot of people are kind of excited about Keanu Reeves being in that game. Other than that, there's been a lot of news and a lot of things that happened. Especially, there was some drama that happened with at E3, but a lot of it's been talked about. So I'm gonna go ahead and do something here, because limited run games bends the knee of Flux outrage. Now let's see what's going on with this whole news from the quartering. And I'm not going to show you this. I'm just going to listen to them. So here we go.
For me, Grammarly is akin to a writing assistant.
Yeah, I hate when they do the advertisements for this. But unfortunately, they do.
Unlimited run games. You know these people do not buy your products. Let me just show you something. Let me just show you something. Limited run games, and anybody who enjoys my videos, see this right here. Okay, so let me get these out of here. Let me get this. I'm gonna get this pile. Jeremy. Okay. All right. I want you to. Okay. All right. Listen to me. All right. Limited run. Listen to me. All right. Do you see all these Switch titles that I'm literally collecting? These are all limited run games. Oh, look at this. Actually, I have two more right here. Oh, the mail came today. I have this too.
Term Jam and Earl.
Right?
Yeah, they actually
So
sell
listen
that.
to me, limited run. I am a customer, a game purchaser. I'm absolutely disgusted that they would not only pull this, but be overjoyed to partner with them. Okay, you're a big limited run game buyer. Okay, how big? Are you as big
Yeah.
as me? Would
And
you
a
like
lot
to
of
pursue
people,
limited run games?
here's the issue. A lot of people don't realize that there is a cult following for Red Faction Gorilla, and a lot of people want to play Red Faction Gorilla or Red Faction because a lot of the original stuff that came from Red Faction, it wasn't a big following, but it had a big following as I remember my friend introduced me to it and he actually really liked the series, and it was kind of weird though. That game series actually does have a big cult following, and I'm surprised that people are getting upset over the fact that THQ partnered up with Limited Run Games over the fact they basically are selling Red Faction Gorilla for a limited time. And they don't understand how limited run games work. If they know what limited runs is, they should know that they sell games regardless of who they are. They sell it. The problem that I see right here is that limited run, and especially Reset Era. Reset Era is a hug box of people who basically believe in some weird conspiracy in the gaming community is out to get them. Like they literally are. Like if you disagree with them on something, they will ban you for it. This group is not. They are not really friendly. They are crazier than anything else. They are so obsessive with anime titties, and also they're obsessive with transgenders to the point that they would go after anyone over misgendering somebody. That is how crazy they are. And I get that they want to, help the transgender community by doing something like this, but the way they approach it with doxing somebody to the point that they try to get them out of their job. That's how bad Reset Era is. It's ridiculous enough that these people, are so obsessive about titties. Like, no joke. They are. And it's like, I don't know what to tell you guys, is that they basically. Let me go ahead and skip over this.
As for comment, THQ CEO Lars Wingfors, the PR marketing manager at THQ Nordic, had already commented on it through Twitter. So hopefully he didn't lose his job. It was obviously, not a great idea. Why not, if you're going to hold an AMA, why not just do it on Reddit, which is where they originated, I think. Not that I'd want to spend any time on Reddit. But again, all of this was a tempest in a teapot and had long been forgotten. But then, limited run games. You might be saying, Jeremy, get to the point. Why are you mad at limited run games? Well, they went on to this forum and badmouthed their partner. Here they are, commenting, verified limited run games. To be clear, we are overjoyed to bring Red Faction to the physical format. Agreed that it was bad wording for the tweet and that we apologize. It should have been clearer. We are not overjoyed with THQ's AMA, to say the least, and in no way endorse it. Are you kidding me, Limited Run? You seriously went onto a relevant website. Wake up! These websites have no power. These people have no money. They're not purchasing your products, all right? And if they are, they don't really care about some tempest in a teapot about doing an AMA. Now, they can have their faux outrage. That's totally fine. But I'm trying to talk to you, Limited Run Games. I am extraordinarily disappointed that you would go and publicly throw THQ under the bus.
Yeah, and I remember that incident with THQ, and people are bringing up the past from THQ, and they even apologize, as I recall. And the problem with this situation is that THQ weren't aware of the form of G, the 4chan form or the 8chan form of V, because a lot of people don't realize V did. And I looked into V and I looked at it. They didn't really care about the MMA. They didn't really give a crap about it. I don't know who gave them the idea to go do an MMA over at 8chan's V form, because they don't really care per se about video games. All they do is post waifu post and all this other shit. Like if you go into their forums, they just basically post waifu shit. That's all they do on V. Like I look at their forum, all they have is, like, if you go to 8chan, they have nothing. Like, if you go to 8chan, all they do is talk about old video games. That's it. And waifus. That's all they do. And they basically crap on all the video games. And they, even in their forum, they crap on everything. They crap on any game that they do. No one gives a crap about them. Why the heck are they going to get upset over this? They still don't let it go, but yet they basically think that THQ should go down there and talk to them. They went down there for an MMA, which basically asked them any questions, and yet they get upset over this. And that's how bad it was. And that was the biggest mess of all time when they did this. It's like, when you look at their forums, all they post is just memes. That's all they do, and make fun of stuff. And yet people don't realize that. And it's like, they always shit on the video games. They always post and they always troll. They always do that stuff. And yet people don't realize this, and yet they do it. And they take it seriously that someone posted something like big anime titties. And it was like they basically got upset that someone posted big anime titty lollies or something like that. And that's what happened. And of course, V doesn't really give a shit. They didn't care for it. They didn't really care. They were shitting on the MMA thing. They didn't really care. They just posted it as a joke. And the post was a joke. And that was on THQ's part. But yet they apologized for it. And yet people are still bringing them up, getting upset, getting butthurt about this. And of course, who cares about the limited run thing? And that's the thing that people bring up about this whole issue. E3 was pretty much there were some disasters and there were some issues, and it's like they bring up the negative stuff. Like, I didn't have a problem with Akemi Nakamura because she actually was a really nice person, but Reset Era, oh my god, they were so negative about her, talking about her, and I'm just like looking at her going like, you know what, I really like her attitude, because she actually was really positive during the E3 presentation that she did for Ghost, for that one game. I keep forgetting that game because every time I look at it, and it was the Bethesda thing. It's like that show was actually pretty good. They did a pretty good job, but a lot of people got upset over the some people thought the Fallout thing when they admitted that they made a lot of mistakes in Fallout 76, and a lot of people were kind of surprised by this. There was some positive things that happened. There was some negative things that happened. Other than that, Ghostwire was the game that I forgot to mention. That was the game that she introduced, and Ghostwire kind of was interesting. And a lot of people were talking about Ghostwire. Okay, so the thing is, they're just talking about it. Don't fear for the unknown attack it. Introduce Ghostwire Tokyo, the new action adventure game by Tango. So, a lot of people are talking about this game and are really... I would probably play it, but then again, that's up to me. They have to show us some gameplay of it, but they only introduced the trailer. That's something that I kind of am sort of excited about. But there's also the fact that a lot of people talked about what is going to happen, because I need to go ahead and show you guys the news about this. I recommend you check out this channel, because the guy actually made some really good talking points about this. And I watched it recently. So let me see what I can look up here. So, let's see. They won't stop. Let's see if I could find it. Man, I can't find that show. Shenmue. Yeah, I forgot about Shenmue. Yeah, that announcement, yeah, some people are very disappointed. Oh, yeah, by the way, Dr. Disrespect got banned for an IRL stream because he tried to take a piss in the bathroom. Yeah, there's some news about that. Yeah, Dr. Disrespect got suspended from Twitch because he basically went into the bathroom and filmed, because he violated California Penal Code, whatever it's called, number. And basically, he got into some deep shit. And oh boy, everyone was like upset and wanting him to be banned from the platform for life after what he did. Because what happened was, he didn't expect a kid to show up in the bathroom. He went into the bathroom and tried to take a piss. And of course, his cameraman followed him, and that's when they suspended him. A lot of people are kind of surprised by this, and it was a weird situation. So a lot of things are going on about this, and there's also another game called Roller. I don't know. Let me see if I can remember. Like they basically put in the representation in that game. So. And also, there's some Gamara. Like, I cannot believe people would do this. Yeah, people were bringing up the boobs about Tifa. I didn't really have a problem with Tifa for some reason, because Tifa didn't seem like... A lot of people are talking about E3. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what's going on, because this is something that you guys need to see. So here we go.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Bam, right there. Everyone's talking about her, and I forgot. She was the art director for Bayonetta and also some other games. She actually did a lot of work, and a lot of people gave her credit for being positive out in the show, because regardless of her language issues, she basically presented the game within good intentions to be a positive person, and a lot of people really liked her and gave her credit for being positive about it, because she presented the game and everyone liked her. But what happened was a lot of people dislike her at Reset Era, because of the fact that, I don't know, it seems like, they seem to be hating a woman who basically showed up at the convention and basically was all positive about herself, and they basically hated on her for that. Like, wow. Reset Era. I don't want to get banned for saying it, but he looks like a creep. Yeah, that's how creepy. That's how bad Reset Era is. They banned a guy for saying the honest truth about a guy who's a news journalist for Ars Technica, and he got arrested for child molestation. And Reset Era, you know what they did? Because someone got upset saying, I don't want to get banned for saying this, but you got banned. That's how bad it is right now. Oh boy. Let's see. Yes. Let's see. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. A lot of people are talking about that. The Mixer. Let's see. What else is going on here? The Legend of Zelda. Oh yeah. They're making another Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Jedi Fallen Order won't let you chop off limbs with your lightsaber. I don't really have a problem with that, but you have to understand the reason why is censorship. And you guys argued about censorship for a while, and this is what happens. So now, Jedi Fallen Order won't let you chop off limbs with your lightsaber. Is this EA making a SP Star Wars game with all the intent to making it fail so that they can feed into their single player games are not viable anymore narrative? Sure, it seems like it. So let's see here. Let's look at something at E3. Let's look at some stuff at E3 that's going to be interesting.
Boyfriend, how do we feel about that?
I've been what?
You've been dubbed the internet's boyfriend. Everyone is just kind of gushing over you on the internet. You didn't know that yet.
No, well that's
Oh, that's funny. Dubbed it internet boyfriend, husbando, yes. Extra social outrage. No, I'm not going to do that. So, let's see here. Let's type in E3 and see what people say, because this is going to be fun to look at some entertaining stuff at E3. Zelda Link. Link Basement Hunted. What? Loaded pistol. That's funny. Let's see. Banjo-Kazooie are rating. Yep, everyone's talking about that one. Everyone is surprised that he will appear in... Yep. And Smash Bros. Ultimate. Banjo-Kazooie. are raring to go into the Smash Bros. Yep, and that's what Phil Spencer had to do. Oh yeah, speaking of which, the New Day is at E3. Their positive thing. Xavier Woods, yes, ladies and gentlemen, he's there. And he did a live stream a few hours back, and I recalled it was the Monster Hunter DLC that they're doing for the game. Monster Hunter World Ice, I think it was Ice thing. I forgot what it was called. Icicle. But it was an interesting stream though, because they actually did take down some monsters. It was actually an entertaining stream to see Xavier Woods actually doing it. And I actually looked at it. I'm just like, wow, this is actually very fun and entertaining. So, let's see here. What else is there? What else is there? Oh yeah, the Marvel Avengers gameplay. Let's see. Jack Black is there. Let's see. Ubisoft. A lot of people are talking about the Ubisoft thing. A lot of people were disappointed with the phone game. That never was fun to do. Alright, let's see here. According to Twitter support, calling someone a pedophile is trying to get them fired is not abusive SMD. To be clear, not talking about Milo here. Some Twitter fuckwit decided that I'm oh yeah, that's that drama with that Dr. Pizza guy. And this is the guy, Peter Bright, for Ars Technica. Let's see here. That's coming out. Let's see. A lot of people are talking about this stuff, and it's like, this is going to be fun and entertaining. Oh yeah, the Final Fantasy game. Borderlands 3, y'all. Get ready. It's coming out soon. I'm going to just go buy it on Xbox because I don't want to buy it on PC after what happened. This is something that a lot of people are doing. Yep. Oh, they deleted that one. Censorship right there, son. Censorship. That was actually a pretty cool... That would have been a better intro. They censored that stuff, man. Look, this is the one. This is the one I was looking at. I'm gonna go share this because this is hilarious. Let's see. What are they doing? Nope, that's not. Yep. Yep, and Nintendo's already building the marketplace with their games. Oh boy. Oh, that's the arcade box. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, they talk about Ghost Elite. Yep, there's a lot of things going on here. Alright, let's go ahead. Oh man, I hate when they reset the whole thing. It's kind of ridiculous. This is pretty bad. I know, this is pretty bad life here for me to look at E3 and seeing what's going on. Oh boy, this is pretty annoying. Fire Emblem builds and saves Scummy. Oh boy. Roller Championship. Oh yeah, they actually were talking about that game. Roller Champion. Nope, not Fortnite. Not the John Wick stuff. No. No. This stuff is pretty bad. No. Oh yeah, Elsewhere. Elder Scrolls Elsewhere. A lot of people were talking about that. Oh boy. Harvest Moon Mad Dash. Must be the phone app game. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, E3. And this is kind of funny. I haven't really talked to anybody yet. Might have to talk to them soon. Let me go ahead and get back into this for a moment. Alright, let's see here. Because I know that most people are not interested in coming into the live stream. I might go into it, but let me go ahead and switch out. No one bothers to discuss these issues. No one. No one bothers to discuss about Nintendo or the Switch or at E3 or at anything. This is ridiculous. Let's see. Platinum Games. The lack of Bayonetta 3 news at E3. Development's going well. Will it be high quality title? Nope, they didn't bother to bring that up. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot. I forgot they forgot to bring up Bayonetta 3, that is. Nintendo forgot to bring that up. When is it coming out? Yeah, because there's a lot of things going on. Like, a lot of people are talking about the Phantasy Star Online. A lot of people are talking about Final Fantasy VII. A lot of people are talking about Tales Arise. And a lot of people are talking about Trials of Mana. Jesus. And now a lot of people are talking about... A lot of people are talking about those games, too. Like... Since... It took, like, almost several years for this game to come on. And now they're releasing it at 2020, which is kind of ridiculous. I don't think Sega realizes that they... And they're inputting their DLC and everything into the game. Sega's... I'm just like looking at it going like, what the hell? What are they doing? This is what bothers me about this whole thing about Phantasy Star Online. They have for part 2. They have it for part 2. It's on Vita. But it's like they have like all the episodes and everything. Phantasy Star Online is finally migrating to the US in 2020. And this is like the weirdest announcement because it took them since several years. It's like, how many years? Like, Phantasy Star has been out since, in Japan, since 2012 on PC. And they already made a Vita version. They already made a Vita version. They made a PlayStation version. Right now, they also released a Nintendo Switch version in Japan. Now they're planning to bring it out in North America in 2020 on Xbox One. That's kind of upsetting because it took them almost since 2012. Since 2012, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 2012, 2013, 14. 9 years. 9 years to make this game. To make this come to the West. It took them 9 years to make this game. And Sega finally decided, oh, we're going to go ahead and dump it onto the US because the US might play it again. I'm guessing the Japanese kind of had their fill of it and decided, oh, we're just going to go ahead and let the Americans play it, since there's been a lot of talk about this game for a long time. Especially there were people trying to play this game through translator software, and of course, guess what happened? They tried to keep this off the users. It was kind of a shame too, but I was kind of shocked that they would bring this game out. It took them almost 9 years to bring this out, considering that they have made this game already in Japan, and it was made in 2012. And I remember the people beta testing this. I remember people telling me about it. I even know Michael Jordan told me that this game has a lot of stuff on it. And I don't know why Microsoft decided, oh, we're going to go ahead and, you don't mind if we have this game, right? I wonder if Sony is planning to release this game as well, because this is kind of a big surprise here. I wonder if Sony would plan to release this game on their platform as well, because they already released it in Japan. Why not release it here in the US? But of course, Microsoft bought the rights to it, so therefore they're trying to introduce their cloud gaming system. Same with Nintendo. Nintendo's also planning to release this game, possibly in the US, and it's possible people will play this game. And I hope it does okay. But as far as I know, Phantasy Star Online 2 might come out in the US. And I really, really got to get this show going. But as far as I know, I'm going to show you guys the deal here. Because a lot of people don't realize about this whole issue with Phantasy Star Online. And I know this is cringeworthy as I'm babbling about this. I'm going to show you guys what's going on.
Oh, that's hot.
It took them 9 years to make this game, and Microsoft has the rights to release it on Xbox One and PC, which this game, according to sources, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys, it took them since 2012 to finally release this in Japan, to release this in the West. And a lot of people were kind of like, because look, this game was released in Japan. It took them almost several years. They released this on PSP as well. They released this on PlayStation 4 in 2016. And they also released this on Nintendo Switch in Japan on 2018. Now they're planning to release this in 2020. And they also are planning to release this on Android, which they already did, and ISO. But they didn't want to release this in the US. And considering that a lot of people who wanted to play this game, they had no plans to release this in the US, but yet they do it anyways. On July 2000, announced plans to release the game in the West in early 2013. English players were given a teaser of the English version of the game with the Penny Arcade Expo in Seattle, Washington in 2012. However, the game was delayed until further notice. Western release had been canceled later than half than 2013. In November 2017, English website for the game was taken down. And it was like, yeah, this is something that most people forget about. On June 9th, 2019, North America release announced in Microsoft press conference launching the spring 2020. No current plans to release the European and Middle Eastern and Africa. Wow. Just wow. So it's only going to be released in the US, not in Europe, not in the Middle East, not in Africa. So it's just going to be released only in the US. Okay. That's kind of sad. So that's pretty much where I get my sources from. And I know Wikipedia is like the worst source, but they tend to get the news earlier. Sometimes when you least unexpected, like they tend to get the leaks out there of games that are coming out. As far as I know, Phantasy Star Online, I'm kind of upset about this because they finally decided to release this game, but they're not planning to release this in the EU or in other countries because I don't know. Because they haven't really found a translator or something like that. Because they have delayed this game several times, and they didn't plan on making any release on this game. They basically delayed it every time. And it was like... And they released this in Asia, I believe. But of course, they released it on PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita, and now they're releasing it on Xbox One. And they also released this on Android and iOS, which pisses me off. I don't get why they did this. It's like they always tend to do this late. Like they realize a lot of fans were hoping to play this game, but it's a little too late for that because you basically tried to slap it on us to take this game, and a lot of people wanted to play this game for almost a decade, and now you're bringing it into the US. That's kind of weird. And you gave it to Microsoft. And I thought you guys would give it to Sony, but instead you decided, oh, we're going to give it to Microsoft. Fuck you, Sony. Because they were the ones that published their game in Japan and actually put it out there. But it's like they decided to give it to Microsoft because, I don't know, money reasons. So let's see here. Let's see the highest dislike rate for... Oh, this is interesting. Let's look at this, guys. This is hilarious. Because right now this is something that we should look at. The most dislike, the highest rated games, highly rated games on E3 that had the per dislike. Dying Light 2. Oh, that's like 75,124 dislikes. Sims 4, 76,000 per dislike. Zelda Link's Awakening, wow. Sonic at the Olympics, Splatoon. Oh yeah, they were doing a DLC. Fire Emblem, Three Houses. That's Terraria. Flight Simulator. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. Borderlands 2. What? Oh yeah, they're doing a DLC for Borderlands 2 to introduce the story to part 3. Okay, Animal Crossing's New Horizon. Wow, that's a lot. 100 likes per dislike. Candace of Hyrule, The Cryptic of Necrodancer. Wow, that's a lot. Spyro, Reign of Trilogy, Astral Chain, Trials of Mana, Luigi's Mansion Part 3, Carrion, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wind Part 2. That's a lot. Wario and the Will of the Wisps. And Planet Zoo. That's actually pretty cool. So everyone's interested in Planet Zoo. that's pretty much what goes on right there. Oh wait, there's more. There's more to it. Wait, the amount of views per page though. Let's see here. Because this is hilarious. This is the truth, yo. Dragon Ball
that's
Z.
hot.
Kakarot.
That's hot.
Ooh, Kakarot. Minecraft Dungeon. Watch Dogs Legion. Elden Ring. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Yep, that's kind of funny. That's the views of people viewing E3 right there. More people were interested in that whole thing. You want to see it again? Okay, there you go. That's the views of this whole thing was. So, tell me what you guys think of it. Is this good or bad? That's how bad it was. Let's see here. Here's another one. The most viewed out of the whole thing. Let's see. This is from.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Okay. Animal Crossings was down below. Borderlands 3, Doom Eternal, Rainbow Six, Ghostwire. Wow. And the biggest one that was mostly viewed was Cyberpunk 2077, Marvel's Avengers, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Halo Infinity, FIFA 20, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wind, which had 4 million views. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Ooh, Kakarot. Oh. Yeah, Watchdog Legion, Elden Ring, Smash Brothers Ultimate, Apex Legends, Ghostwire Tokyo, Rainbow Six Quarantine, Doom Eternal. Wow, that's the most viewed in E3 was Cyberpunk 77. That's a big surprise there. Thanks to Mike Ambush on stats and data. Okay, so we're going to look at the stats and data that are from this guy right here, who is founder of Vizic, solo development of Vizic. As I think it's safe to say I love video games. Okay. So the most viewed out of it by likes is Cyberpunk. Marvel Avengers. Okay, so it looks like. Let's see what the dislike ratio is. The trailers that were released. Check out the highest rated games per E3. Let's see. Is this the dislike? Yep, this is the dislike ratio. So, wow. Crackdown, Jumanji the video game, Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 4. That's pretty interesting. Ghostbusters video game remastered, the most disliked it. I can't believe it's disliked it for some weird reason. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Are you freaking kidding me? That's Death Stranding, disliked it. Rocket League, disliked it. War Z, disliked it. The most disliked it is Monster Hunter World, from highest rated games from pre E3 2013. Like, wow. Most viewed trailers is Call of Duty revealed. Wow. 36 million people watched that. And Death Stranding had the most highest viewed trailers. Game of Thrones Beyond the Wall. Virtual reality experience by HBO. That's a lot. Lightsaber, the first person puzzle game Where Shadows Kill You. June 19th. So, Five Nights at Freddy VR Help Wanted launched. Wow. not many trailers here were viewed as well. Fallout 4 trailer. Well, I gotta go, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys on this show, so I'll be back maybe next time. I'm gonna go talk to Nurgle, so catch you later. Bye-bye.